This is Mark Billy Billingham. He served in the British SAS for over 17 years, has been responsible for planning and executing strategic operations across the world, is a certified counter-terrorism instructor, has led countless hostage rescue missions, as well as much more. Today he's joining us to break down even more SAS missions from across the Call of Duty franchise.
It gets chaotic, weapons are all over the place, people shooting. The realities of it is it would be slow, methodical.
We've already got 2 videos featuring Billy on the channel, including a deep dive into the Clean House mission from Modern Warfare 2019, so be sure to subscribe and check those out. And if you want to see more of Billy Billingham, you can check out the links to all of his socials, as well as where to buy his new book, Survive to Fight, in the description below. Right, over to Billy.
Sergeant Garrick, roger up.
Go for Garrick.
Terror threat level is now critical. Possible multiple attackers. Bombers or something worse.
Do we have snipers in position?
Negative, Sergeant. Can't unduly alarm the public.
Weapons in view. That's them. Saber to Raven. White van, multiple military-age males. Weapons visible. Moving to intercept.
Police! Police! Get your hands up now! Get down on the ground! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Suspect.
The build-up is really good, where they sat there, it's covert. The only thing I'd say in that is when we do the covert stuff, we don't call each other captain and sergeant. It's Bob, John. I know probably to get it over to people playing this game, you kind of wouldn't get that. So you'd be very covert. You go like, John, you've got eyes on him. Yeah, got it. Definitely got the target. Yeah, weapons scene. So everybody knows then, weapons scene, this is going live, this is real. All right, so that was good. That was a great start. And then it went into confronting the target because they're about to lose control of it, so they've had to engage it, which is good. So it's gone noisy, which it did. It gets chaotic, weapons are all over the place, people shooting. The realities of it is it would be slow, methodical. The only people who'd be firing indiscriminate and wildlife would be the terrorists. The team going after them would be moving slow, soaking up what they've got, firing at them and dodging it until we get to a point where you can take good aim shots, which goes back to my point I've brought up all along. You wouldn't be firing automatic. No way. Especially when there's crowds and civilians and all the rest of the stuff. So that's a big no-no. It'd be single pinpoint shots. Moving slowly, not slowly, but aggressively, more controlled. But what is good, again, you're getting the verbal communication across. People are talking and shouting, so you kind of get a visual of what's going on, although it's madness around you. You never get to that point.
Tell me I'm not one of them!
I don't want to die. I want to go home.
Look,
I want to see my family. I want to see.
Can you help?
I'm trying.
Let me see my girl!
It's going off. I can't get it.
No time! Help me! Help me! Wait! What are you doing? No! No!
All stations. Room is clear. Medical are coming
Great
out.
job.
Everybody stay calm.
Stay calm, we just blew up half of London. A proxy is a real target. Proxies when somebody's being held as a bomb, used as a human shield or a bomb. That does happen. And the thing there, again, a bit unrealistic, is once you've located that, you wouldn't go nowhere near it. You'd be pointing your weapon at him as almost like he was a target and just making him stay exactly where he is and get the people in 8 or get everybody else away from it. Letting everyone know you've got him contained and then get the bomb disposal people in there to deal with that.
You saved lives today, Sergeant.
This shouldn't have happened in the first place, sir.
And then I'll tell you what is good there is some of the stuff that doesn't really happen. The frustrations of why we're allowing this to run so far. And there's always a bigger picture, which we get most of it, you don't get all of it. But it does sometimes run closer than it should. We should be allowed to gloves off a little bit earlier and go.
Let's just take the bloody gloves off and fight.
So that was good to see that bit at the end. And as good as the job seems, all right, we've done it, we've stopped this. There is a bit of collateral damage. There's always frustrations of that could have been done better. And that's probably what's highlighted well there. But what is true as well, as the point I picked up, is even when it does go chaotic, right, when it goes mad and you're getting things flowing at you, there's suicide bombers, there's people shooting at you, how calm the blokes are. It's really calm. He's shouting to him, over there, got him, and they go, yeah, got it, sorted, I'm on it. It really is that calm. We don't turn into like they are endless chickens and running around like it's kept calm, spoken to calm, shouted aggressively. One, so you can hear what you want doing, and two, to get it moving. So there's some good little bits of realism in there. I like that.
We're going deep and we're going hard.
Surely you can't be serious.
I'm serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley. I've heard that so many times over the net, and that's something that the blokes do in the worst case scenarios, because it just calms everybody down, makes everybody laugh. So the humour's good.
Weapon free. Tango down in Section 1 Alpha. Target neutralised.
Right, it took me a few seconds there to realise the plane was actually moving. I thought it was a grounded plane. And then it was up in the air, which is even more bonkers, I guess. An aircraft on the way, nightmare anyway, would be. And what you would have on, well, I can't really imagine a scenario where that would really work or happen, unless you were doing the old Sky Marshal type thing. So you wouldn't get into that scenario though, running around big aircraft like that. The thing again is automatic fire. Imagine that. Everything, especially on an aircraft, has got to be pinpoint accuracy, because decompress a plane, it's basically going to blow up anyway or crash probably. Yeah, the amount of over penetration, although it was looking like the friendlies were using 9mm, which is probably what you would use on the aircraft, pistols and MP5s.
Shit. Someone's on the bomb. But we don't have much time. We've got to go now. Roger that. Prepare to breach.
Yeah. What, you got to run through a firefight with a parachute on your back? Jesus Christ. Although I didn't see a parachute, I'm guessing they had one on the back.
I'm good.
Echo 3-1, primary extraction failed. We're down on the roof.
I mean, the initial bit there, the coming in over the helicopter is, the mission's great. Sounds realistic. The task to go in faster up to the roof and then work your way down, that's fine. And the place being under siege, that's a mission that we have done. So now we're back into kind of calm and realistic. When you go to an embassy that's been under siege, once you're inside, it's going to be like this. You're going to calm down. You're going to have people running about, a bit wildish. Yeah, good. It's a good scenario. I'll tell you, that's very similar to a situation in Libya with Blue Mountain, I think it was. Ex-regiment guys.
The ambassador's still inside, sir. He's trapped.
Okay, keep him on the line. He may be our way out of here.
But the scenario is good and the graphics are great. From the part where they've done the hostage release, then they move to what they call a safe house, and then pinning that down. Yeah, that's exactly what it'd be. You'd be up on the roof. You'd use your mortars. Any machine guns, that's where you would be seeing automatically. You'd probably put a couple of machine guns on the corners and then be swinging arcs of fire across that killing zone. You'd be doing exactly as they did there, light them up with the illume from the mortar and then use automatic fire.
Unknown vehicle across the field.
A civilian?
Or a car bomb.
He's headed our way.
Are they armed?
No visual.
So again, that was good. That was good. And so you showed the calm side of it, which shows you have command and control in the chaos. Yeah, again, I mean, I can relate to somewhat similar to this. I think there's places like Libya and where it's absolutely chaos, where you are defending. It becomes the whole, whatever it is in front of you, whether it's open plains or urban like this, it's a battlefield. All the stuff in the killing house is down to that pinpoint. You'll have an hostage and a terrorist right next to each other. So will you take that shot? Should you take that shot? And you practice it all the time. That's why we always go for a double tap. So bang, it's just boom, it's simultaneous. two very accurate shots, and it'll be Ambassador's head's there, the target is here. So you've just got to get used to bang, 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 and instinctive. So yeah, it's realistic what you just had there. So
in position, on your go.
Вижу морской воздух. Хватит ныть, а? Очечнив любишь? То волгоще отметятся.
our SBS brothers and lovers.
Roger that, Hotel 6.
Coming from one of these like mini subs onto target, onto task. But that would be probably SBS and our boat troop doing that.
Suppressed weapons only. We're clear. Civilian hostages at your position. Watch your fire. Roger that, team.
Okay, movement's good again. Command and control's good. It's methodical.
Hostages secured in Section 2 Echo.
I mean, I could get nitty gritty about, like the door explosion stuff and all that, but I won't. But because the idea is right, you do use explosives like that.
Clear. Room clear. Control. All hostages have been secured. I repeat, all hostages secured.
The oil rigs are a big threat. It's a realistic target. And I guess, some of the things that we're doing there, using people as IEDs, is pretty realistic. So it looked great, But what I really like about that is all of that was the command and control. It's slow, it's moving, it's realistic, and the firepower. It's ba-bang, ba-bang, ba-bang. That's because that's what it would be. So that's the first time I've seen that in any of them, really. I mean, entertaining again, isn't it? Plenty going on. I'd say you've got good. You see magazine changes, verbal communications, and call signs being used, which don't really relate to the chaos that's going on in there. And having been the commander on the London bombings, that's exactly what it was like. Not madness. No, I mean, it's entertaining, For me, I'm not a big game sort of player anyway. Watching that, it grips you. It's fun. It's good. But I find I lose who's what and what's going on. There's that much going on around you. It's wild. The equipment and the look the part. It's just, of course, it's Johnny Rambo come Apocalypse Now all joined in together. But the chaos of it. But then the calm, cool control. And in terms of collateral damage, well, you're definitely breaking a small nut with a big sledgehammer there. But it's good. It's good entertainment.
All teams be advised, the track is headed your way and coming in hot. Secure the area!
People will, even in the face of danger, a lot of people just hang around and stood there just watching what's going on. When the London bombings is a great example. Moving in and around London, armed up as we were, and just see the amount of civilians stood around watching. And I think even more so today, it's the only difference is more today is they'd have a camera in their hands. Everybody's stood there with the bloody mobile phones filming everything, aren't they? So I always say in every battle, conflict, whatever we do or been in, there's always surreal moments, and they're kind of surreal moments. That there, when I know that's all make believe, but when there's an incident going on, they're out there. They're just chasing that, want to be part of it, watch it, and see and visualize it. So yeah.
You broken? I'm good.
Huge thanks to Billy Billingham for joining us in this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe and check out our previous videos. And of course, be sure to check out Billy's new book. All the links will be in the description. Thank you for watching.